What is going on? Read the caption, my friends. People have been messaging us. Johnny, Angus, how do I do a push-up? Am I doing it wrong? Guess what? You've been doing it wrong. Shit.
No, we're not mad at you because if we didn't have someone show us, we wouldn't have known the proper way either.
It is important to what? Ask for help. So that's what we're here for. We are the helpers.
All right, so first things first, I guess we'll start with the regressions, or...
What's a regression?
So regression is where, obviously the goal is a push-up, but if you can't do a push-up, then how do you practice a push-up to then get into doing a push-up? So we need to regress the exercise, do a simpler version of a push-up or something with a smaller lever, so we don't have to, we're not supporting as much of our body weight, and then that's going to make it easier to master the key positions.
What's up, Susan Day from Oregon? Is boring the town, or are you using it as an adjective? Either way, we appreciate you. Guys, to get this message across more people, we would love for you to like and share. Share Shark. Actually, Angus was just talking about the push-up and, regressions. I say we talk about, before you get into it, why doing a proper push-up is important regarding strength.
Because people respect it. That's about the only reason. You don't need to do a push-up, but heaps of people want to do one. And it is a good exercise,
it's a test of strength,
but you don't need to do it.
Well, in regards to if I get a new client, and, I know not...
Do you use it as a prerequisite before you get someone maybe on a bench, like do a bit of a push-up?
For sure. I do. It's part of my assessment. Maybe we could do one of these videos on, specifically for personal trainers and show them our assessment. Shelly Penno from Ohio, what's up? I grew up in Ohio.
Your own body weight.
Brian Patrick Coons, what's up, brother?
You're a big Ohio listener.
OHIO, we're Buckeyes around these parts. Big win over Penn State, comeback win 39-38, JT Barrett for the Heisman. Anyway, I regress.
No idea what that means.
So the push-up, well, it is a power lift. The three, you have your deadlift, squat, and a push, and also it was. Yeah, go on.
I was about to say, there's also a lot of good, I don't want to say, carryover. Let's call it carryover. Doing a good push-up, if you don't know how to do a good push-up, then you definitely don't know how to do a good bench. Especially, there's a lot of similarities in just creating tightness through the upper back and understanding how those muscles should work and support your shoulder joint in push movements. Even though it's a little bit different, it's definitely going to help strengthen those and build enough awareness to bench properly.
I feel like we've been gone forever. Gus and I haven't done a video since Friday. Hey, do you want to show them what the wrong push-up looks like first?
I'll show you a couple of bad techniques.
All right, guys, so Angus is going to show you what bad technique looks like. If this is what your technique is at the gym, change it right now.
All right, so we've got the classic hips to the ground, and then we've got the classic Harvard bridge, and then we've got half repping. That's also key. What else do we see? That's mainly it. Hips too high, hips too low.
I grew up in Youngstown, Shelly. Keep going, brother. Don't do that. Yeah, tell us why that's bad. Shelly, I grew up in Youngstown, Ohio.
It's just bad because, if we're doing a whole body exercise such as a push-up, it's not just a chest and shoulder exercise.
No.
I like to consider it as a whole body movement because we definitely need to squeeze our whole body and maintain tightness through our whole body. And so that's one of the things. What was the question you asked?
To show a bad form, a bad technique.
Yeah, so as you can see there, majority of my midsection is not engaged properly, neither is my lower body, and it's just then left up to all these tiny muscles in my upper body to try to secure everything, and it's going to make your life a lot harder.
Yeah, guys, back in the day, they used to have...
Because I think that's one of the main challenges. People are so focused on the upper body strength, but the issue is your upper body is usually strong enough, you just can't transfer force well because your midsection's all soft.
In the 1980s, they had these strength tests, strength assessments for measures of fitness, and from a coaching perspective, one of them was how many push-ups you could do, and that amount of push-ups usually equates to, all right, if you've done 10 push-ups, I would probably be comfortable to put you under a bench, under a barbell. If you can't do a regular push-up, I probably would think about different ways of strengthening that chest. You ready to rock? You want to show them what a real one looks like? All right, guys. Shelly, I'm 20 minutes from Youngstown, Lordstown.
I hope my tech's good.
Went to high school at Liberty. All right. This is a proper push-up, guys. Look at his hips. Let's bust him out. Maybe we should do a push-up challenge. Live on air.
How many are we doing?
I just thought of it now. Maybe we should title it when we do it. We'll do one tomorrow.
It's happening now.
It's happening. How many? What is that? How many
12.
is 13, 14, 15, 16. Come on, Gus. 17, 18, 19, 20. This is going to turn into a push-up challenge. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 25, 26, 27, 28. Angus going to put me on the spot. 30, 31. 31 push-ups. All right, my turn.
That's hard.
You got to talk to him. I got to try to do 31.
All right. So I'll let you know any slip-ups that Johnny makes in his tech, because it's really hard to push yourself to the limit without any technique breakdown. One. Are you counting your own?
Yeah.
See how rigid he's trying to stay through the upper body? Let's see if that midsection starts to bend as he starts to fatigue. And it's okay to work a little bit into that window where you experience technique breakdown. Are you fully extending those elbows, or are you just half repping that?
30.
Jesus Christ. If you get 50, I'll do something.
35.
Come on, 15 more. But the other thing you'll notice is just that, you know, see all the movement in that upper back? Shoulder blades protracting and retracting as he goes through the movement. It's a very important part of the push-up that I feel like a lot of people don't think of. Just getting the shoulder moving well and understanding how to use those upper back muscles to support your shoulder joint, because a lot of people probably get sore shoulders, especially through the front when they're doing a push-up. So we'll cover how to fix that up. Just give us one more second while Johnny obliterates me in this push-up challenge.
50.
Is that 50?
Yeah.
Damn it. It's alright, it's a lower body industry anyway, so whatever.
It's a lower body industry.
The game has changed.
Dude, I wasn't even thinking about it. That was not planned to do 50 push-ups.
That's good.
I'm 50 years old.
Pump.
Yeah, I'm 50 years old. Getting old.
So what Johnny was doing really well there is at the end of the push-up, he protracted, which we don't really get an opportunity to protract when we bench press. So, and it's cool to sort of reach forward with that shoulder where we do get the opportunity when it's not under too much load. So that's why it is nice to protract at the end of a push-up. That's impressive. That was pretty solid technique as well, even though I was talking shit about range of motion. The stability was good.
Thanks, brother.
But it's very important then, as you go bring your chest to the ground, we want to see the head of that shoulder getting sucked deep into the shoulder socket, and then into that retraction when we're in that deep point of the push-up. So always moving between retraction and protraction as we move through that range of motion in the push-up, and that's going to help keep your shoulder nice and healthy.
Yeah, the push-up is a good one too. I know we were doing a live video a few weeks back, and somebody tuned in and they talked about a girl push-up versus a guy push-up, and we were talking about there is no gender bias between either or. It's either you do
a regression.
Yeah, either you're doing a push-up on your toes, or you're doing a push-up from your knees.
I think that narrative implies, calling the exercise that implies that women should push up a certain way, or that, most importantly, to their depth.
Yeah.
And we're back.
We had a phone call.
All right, so just in case you missed what we were saying, we're just talking about how, you know, naming it a girl's push-up when you do it on your knees, it's very detrimental, because then a lot of tough dudes who can't actually do a proper push-up keep persisting without regressing, and they end up just injuring themselves. Or also women who start smashing out, you know, sets of 20 plus on their knees, they feel like they shouldn't progress or make them bulky or something.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's also an awesome supplement you could do if you're traveling. Say you're in a hotel room, you're away from your gym, you don't have equipment. It's a great movement. Very simple to do, less space. You don't
also fun. You can just race your mate.
Yeah, 50. Guys, that made me look good, but if we were squatting, Gus would blow me out of the water. Laura Davis, what's up? Keep it up, Laura. Claudia Stapan, congrats on the car. That new whip looked dope.
What kind of whip?
I think it was a Lexus, Claudia.
Oh.
I think it was a new Lexus. It had a bow on it.
That's
Maybe
amazing.
I'm wrong. It was a beautiful car.
So Claudia, all these planks are really going to prepare you to do progress your push-ups as well, because there's a lot of similarities between a good plank and a good push-up, especially when it comes to, you know, keeping our lower back and abdominals safe.
For sure.
And you know, getting in a nice rigid position where we can transfer all that force that the upper body's producing.
The
best way to regress it, because I think everyone, you know, once you understand how to protract and retract your shoulder blades, which I usually teach to people by getting into this quadruped position. And then so what we do is we don't want to move the back, but we want to bring our chest towards and away from the floor. And that's retraction, protraction. So protraction is shoulder blades forward, and retraction is squeezing back together. To see how my spine isn't moving much, we're just sliding them back and forth. And then what this turns into is then the female or regressed push-up on our knees, where we do that same sort of rhythm with our shoulder blades. And we start to engage the upper body, but we still don't have to worry too much about stabilizing our midsection, which is one of the biggest challenges to coordinate with the upper body. And then, once we've nailed that, then we teach people how to plank properly. We've discussed this in our previous video. You want to pull the pelvis up towards the spine, and then that's how we secure our midsection. And then we just piece those two things together. And then what we have is that nice push-up with the protraction and the retraction and the nice core engagement. Oh, I'm wrecked.
Gassed. Yeah, Lord.
That's some
Yeah.
push-up stuff.
That's some awesome push-up stuff. I love the regression work. Laura, if your goal is to do one push-up, do what Gus just showed you from the ground. Start doing sets of 10. Once you get sets of 10, start doing sets of 15. Overload from the ground that regression, and then give it a go on the regular ones. Don't be embarrassed. We appreciate you giving us this feedback because now we know where we can further help everybody.
That's it. And geez, don't be afraid of playing with some tempos, because it is quite a jump to go from doing those push-ups on your knees to doing the full boys. So what you could do is, if you feel like you're in that middle zone where you're not quite ready to progress to the full push-up, but on the knees ones are boring, you start incorporating some really slow eccentrics on the way down in those regressed push-ups, and then that'll help bridge the gap. The other thing you can do, actually,
J. Cole in the house. What's up, playa?
is...
You want me to follow you with the camera? Am I following you?
Yeah, please. So, if you want to sort of learn how to use the core and practice that full push-up sort of context, but your upper body might not be strong enough to do the full movement yet, obviously it would be nice if this was adjustable, but you can just set a barbell or whatever height, and then that's going to take some of the...
There you go, guys. Laura Davis. Laura, this is a good idea for you to work towards your goal of a push-up. Keep doing those planks.
And then just gradually over time, lower and lower and lower.
Yeah.
And the same goes for progressing your push-up. You can gradually sort of walk yourself into a handstand position.
I mean, have I seen you doing push-ups with weights on your back? Shut up. You got to redeem yourself.
Maybe.
All right, guys. It's time. Where am I following you to?
No, just give me some space.
All right, guys.
I don't know if I'll be able to do this. This might be very underwhelming.
Now we're just showing off. Yeah! Angus Bradley in the house. Keep coming, big dog. Oh, I can't do that. All right, he's just showing off now.
Oh, damn it.
Give him a hand. That was awesome, man. He was like, I can't do 50 push-ups, but I can show Johnny up. Look, he's a young kid, ladies and gentlemen. He's also still single. We got to take care of this young buck.
Come on.
How you feeling?
Good, feel good.
Good. Anything else you want to throw on there?
My eyes are probably really red after doing all those handstands.
That's what you get, man.
I'm not sure. Hopefully that's been helpful for you guys. Push-ups are a really fun exercise. You can get competitive with it. Just don't be afraid to regress, because at the end of the day, it's about smashing out good push-ups. That's what makes you look legit.
You want me to show him a diamond?
Sure, yeah.
I can do a one-arm.
There's so many like obvious progressions
push-up
to this.
Should I do
one arm?
I'll try a one-arm push-up.
You might be a bit fatigued after that.
Yeah, you gotta kind of
tip it down.
Yeah.
Do you want a mat, or are you just gonna hit it raw?
We'll go here.
Give him a couple of close ones after it. Oh my god. A lot of people, when they try to do the one-arm push-ups, they don't realize how key that wide stance is. Got to increase that base of support, because you've removed support from the upper body, so add it to the lower body. Johnny's just letting them athletic instincts take over. Can you show them the tricep dominant version of the push-up? What's up, Jose? I can love you.
So here, we'll go with this grip. The Illuminati.
So
I'm over the hands. Notice the elbow flexion. Here.
See how much more his elbow joint bends in this movement, so that's just going to help us recruit that tricep. Yet we see that Johnny is still making every effort to keep that midsection tight, nice and tight. Wonderful. Good range of motion. And they're probably the most useful regressions and progressions of the push-up. We might try to get a chin-up bar out here.
Then we can really
somehow.
get money. Yeah. We'll get
Can you hang off that?
that bun though, Jose. Which one?
Can we do it there? That's so high up, hey? Okay, that's a lot higher than I thought.
Yeah.
Alright, so leave me and Johnny to sort out the logistics, and we will get that chin-up video for you guys.
Yeah, we can get one. We'll figure it out.
And if you want me and Johnny to go head-to-head in any other challenges, if you're not done seeing me towel up Johnny, just leave a comment and let us know what you'd like to face off in next.
I do get a handicap because I'm 55 years old.
Doesn't, because he's also soon to be on TRT.
Not yet. We'll be doing it live. Ladies and gentlemen, guys, we appreciate you tuning in. We like the questions. Keep sending us the feedback. If you have any questions on regressions or progressions or push-ups, message myself or Gus here. Claudia, we appreciate you.
Thank you, Claudia. Really appreciate that. Chin-up video is coming. Might not be tomorrow, but it should be this week.
And anybody else, guys, to get this message across, we would love for you to like and share it now. Stay in contact. Let us know what you want us to talk about. Anything else?
Let's sign off.
Flex on.
Next time.
Peace.